Now we had a glitch in this, I think, the other night. I think we fixed this a year or two ago, where the bells don't change until bar 7. Does that make sense? I don't know if it was ever written in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bar 5, that change is not correct. Bar 5 for the bells. Okay. You stay on a D and a C, okay, until bar 7. All right. Just wanted to double check on that. Okay. All of these little solos, I was recording out in the hall last time just to get a sense of balance and stuff. All these little solos are getting kind of covered up. So flute, yours, clarinet, we'll try to bring other people down. But I want to balance those today. The second thing I want to do with those solos is that the pickup note that you start with has to sound kind of stronger than the other notes. It can't be ya-da-da-da, ya-da. It's got to be ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. We've got to kind of punch through on all of those. I know they're short, but see if you can put the accent right at the front instead of easing your way into it. Can I hear just clarinet bar 3? And we will add the 2 orchestra on this in just a second. Clarinet. 1. I really like how you're getting the dotted. That dotted note is really, really good. Can you get any more on the first? A little bit of spring. And 1. Yeah, it's much more playful, has more flippant attitude to it, and not so legato. I think last year we did it more legato. I'm going to have it a little bit more flippant. All right, the flute. Can we hear this at A? Same style. Let's see if we can imitate it. Trumpets are next. Ready? And 1. For me, this playful dance has to have a lot of lift in it. Which means that there's a little bit of an emphasis on that triplet feel at the beginning of it, a little bit of a schwung. Not nothing Germanic about it, I think more Irish. Something. A, just a little bit more lift. A and 1. Close, good. Trumpets, you have this a lot in here. Let's go 4 after E, trumpets. A lot of ba and 1. Right together. Right in unison. And you've got to be right at the same speed. I'll go a little bit slower. And 1. Second, we're going to have to take a peek at this. I realize we're kind of reading tonight, so we'll get to that. But I don't want to do it in front of the group so you have a little bit of time to work on it. This is a big exposed solo, and what I want it to be is very loud over the entire orchestra. It's got to cut through, which is smart to give to the trumpets. But we're going to have to get that next time. All right, everybody, thank you for your patience and waiting. I hope that it's not too long. Can we try the opening of this and see how this is balanced with the solos? Energy, lift, but listen to the solos. Play it. We've got to stay together. We're not quite together. It's too long. It changes Everything marked. Oboe, when you come in with ba, 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 mark each one. Da, da, da. Trumpet, same thing. Not legato there. Tenuto, separate. Anybody that has that melody, horns have it at C, but it's all accent, so that's pretty understood. Slightly marked on all of those. Nothing legato really in this. Okay? Let's try the opening again. I'll try to set a really clear tempo, see if we can listen to each other and find it. When in doubt, percussion are always holding it. Okay? Da, 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 da. Not go louder. Second should come in there with the firsts. 6, 7 bars into it, and it's covering things up. Stay soft. Stay loud. Think solo. Don't think texture there. Think your solo. Here we go. That was really good for staying together. 1 and. Good. I like your first, seconds, and clarinets at C. First, seconds, and clarinets right at C. Why put in all this moving, fast rhythm? That's what gives it like a lot of energy, a lot of excitement. That's the point of fast rhythms in there. We've got to be together, or it just sounds like mushy texture. Okay? Right at C. Those people, clarinets, first, seconds. Ready? And 1. Right on. A little quicker to start those. Right together. Here, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Five after C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after C. Clarinets in first and seconds. We're getting mushy here. Clean and dry. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. 1, 2, 1. Okay, the A's have to be just as clean and clear. Now, nobody on this descending line diminuendo. Let's go right at C. Keep it strong, everybody. Keep it strong all the way through the phrase. Flutes, oboes, as you have this. Those are meant to sound like a big sweeping gesture. So you're going to want to crescendo those if anything. You have those sextuplets. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Running eighth notes in the cellos and basses. Cellos and basses and all the winds that have running, bassoon as well. These have to be da 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 da, in the only way that a double reed can do it, really, really, really short. D. 1, 2, 3, left, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, left. acceleration into that ba, 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 ba. That will give it more drive to the climax there. I'd like to hear D one more time, going on. More gone when you get to it, or tom-tam, if that's what we're using. Okay? D. Keep it down, but everybody follow the crescendos. 1, 2, 3, let's get it. Double forte. Horn does a great sound at F. It's really, really coming through. Everybody short at F. Let's do a couple of things. I'd like to hear right at E. Right at E, those that have the 16ths, please. Those that have the 16ths at E. Just one, zero. Okay, so everyone has to have that accent. Very marcato. By the 5th bar, where because it starts phasing. Okay, we start phasing out somehow. Yeah. I don't mind it, but can we do it at the speed? You want to try it once and see? We can do it at the speed. It's the alternate bowing instruments.
And if you want that equal.
I like down, down. We can do it. Let's try and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hear it working over here. I can hear it kind of almost working over here. Some not. Is there anybody feel like this is not going to work in the end? We do a down, real small. Too much Coco's bow. You don't need any full bows there. We want this to come through clean. Okay? E. Last time. 1, 1, 2, E, and.